With good news for today from Baptist Press, I'm Brandon Porter. Tensions are high after weekend attacks at pregnancy support centers and protests at churches following the leaked Supreme Court document indicating the possible overturn of the court's 1973 Roe v. Wade decision. Our mission hasn't changed, Net-Madison, Wisconsin Chief Executive Officer Sara Patterson said. Net's facility was allegedly attacked over the weekend. Investigators are looking into a fire set in the facility and the attempted use of a Molotov cocktail. In addition to the fire, messages scrawled on its building included, "If abortions aren't safe, then you aren't either." The close proximity has spurred CareNet, where several Southern Baptists volunteer, to request more security. "We're okay so far," they say, but we're asking police to patrol extra. Similar reports were made across the country over the weekend. Baptist ministers in Ukraine express a double burden, helping others survive in the war while struggling to survive it themselves. They not only carry the burdens of those people they minister to, said Ukrainian Baptist Theological Seminary President Slavik Piz, they're carrying the same burdens themselves. During 10 weeks of escalating war since Russia attacked Ukraine, the seminary has served as a refugee shelter and a humanitarian aid center. They've helped thousands flee the war. Mass graves with bodies of civilians have been discovered in Kiev and Bucha, with evidence of many being executed or shot at close range. As of May 9th, more than 7,000 civilians have died in the war in Ukraine, the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights reports.
Good News for Today is made possible through our friends at the Voice of the Martyrs, a nonprofit organization that serves persecuted Christians around the world. Founded in 1967 by Richard and Sabina Wurmbrand, VOM is dedicated to inspiring believers to deepen their commitment to Christ and to fulfill His Great Commission, no matter the cost. Find out more and sign up for their free monthly magazine at vom.org/goodnews.
A new study entitled Worship at the Speed of Sound, led by Southern Wesleyan University professor Mike Tapper and colleagues, found that the lifespan of a hit worship song has declined dramatically in recent years. In the mid-90s, a popular song like Refiner's Fire or In the Secret had a lifespan of about a dozen years. Here recently, though, Tapper said the pace of new music, driven by technology, which allows new songs to be distributed far and wide quickly, has played a role in the declining lifespan of songs. So has the high-quality number of songs that are being produced, he said. It gives church leaders an overwhelming number of options. You can read the full story at our website, Baptist Press. Thanks for listening to Good News for Today.